Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom, yes it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today is Monday. Everybody's trying to get past this ugly weekend. I know that I am. I was in Dallas for Game 3. It sucked. It was terrible. The Mavs fans were doing what Mavs fans do, doing what Thunder fans, I guess, would do if we were doing the same thing. But anyway, thanks to my guy, gave me great tickets, enjoyed that. Drove down to the game and turned around and came back because I just could not deal with what had transpired in that game. Of course, the Thunder, we'll go back here and look at the score. The Thunder, of course, did not take care of business. Even the score up at 2-1. The Thunder lost 105-101. The Mavs were 11 for 33. The Thunder for 10 for 30 for the second game in a row. 42.9% from the field for them. 46.9% for the Thunder. We out-rebounded at 48-41. Points in the paint were by 14. They dominated us there. And then turnovers, once again, we're not turning them over like we need to. I mean, like I always say, turnovers equal to easy baskets, which equal transitional baskets, which equal flow of the game. That's what happens with that. But once again, they took care of the basketball. We did not turn them over. 24-23 as far as bench scoring is concerned. They're just dominated us. Okay, they're just dominated us once again, and we just don't. The difference is to me is that P.J. Washington is stepping up for them. We have zero anybody stepping up for us. Everybody talks about, everybody loves J-Dub and all this stuff, and he really hasn't done anything. And there's points that you can score that are empty calorie points. And right now, SGA doesn't have any help. And his game really hasn't been that great either. I mean, he's played good. He played good in Game 2. Where he had 33, almost had a triple-double. And then, of course, let's just go over here and look at the stats. So you guys, while I'm here, you guys can look at and see what I'm talking about. Where are the stats at right here? Here you go, game stats. Okay, you look at Chet, 13 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks. And what did I say when we first started? For the Thunder to win, Chet needed to be 18, 19 points a game. He needed to be 7 to 9 rebounds, which is where he was at 8. He's been there, and, at least 3 blocks. But he's not scoring. And, 9 shots is not enough. J-Dub, 38 minutes, 7 for 12, 1 for 2, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block for 16 points. And he just didn't really score when we needed him to. SGA, 42 minutes, 10 for 23, 9 for 10 from the 3, 2 for 3 from 3, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Remember, he had 33, 9, and 9 the other night, 5 blocks, and then 5 turnovers. I mean, it's like, to me, I just think and I believe that he just needs to take over and do what he does. And he has not done that so far. I was in Dallas, and I was talking to some guys before the game, and they were like, man, why isn't SGA doing what Luka does? I said, I don't know. It's coaching. The Thunder don't understand who the hell their best player is, and Dallas does. It's, Dagnall, nobody wants to give him any sort of criticism at all. In Oklahoma City, they think he's fantastic. He won the coaching there. No, he didn't. It's like Russell Westbrook was the best player in the NBA. No, he wasn't. When he won the MVP, no, he wasn't. And the Thunder promoted Westbrook to win the MVP. Did not promote SGA at all. And, because I was arguing with them about it, who was better, SGA or Luka. And I'm like, Luka's a beast. But, I said, look at where the Mavs were. Look at where the Thunder were. They were plus 17 games. It's one over the other. You can't do that. They were like, yeah, that's right. And I like talking to people who are willing to understand what's happening in the game, who are willing to understand and go, oh, yeah, that's a good point. I don't really have anything to say against us. And now, is Luka a beast of a player? Yes, he is. And I think that Luka being hurt has helped the Mavericks more than it has hurt them. I thought it was going to hurt them, but it's actually helped them because his usage rate has gone down. And, and then let's face it, PJ Washington has just been unbelievable. He's just killing us. We don't really have an answer for him. Josh Giddey, 13 minutes, 4 for 8, 1 for 4. He's got to knock down through. They're leaving him open. They're leaving him open. He's got to be more aggressive. He's got to be able to score. Lou Dort on the other side, 40 minutes, 8 points. He shot 9 times, and he once again trying to be aggressive, getting the ball stole from him. I don't want him trying to be aggressive going to the basket. Coach, tell him I want you shooting threes only. That's it. I don't want you trying to take somebody off the dribble that you don't have that skill set, and it costs you possessions. And I try to tell people down all day long, you get less possessions per game than you do normally. You can't do that. And I tell people that all day long, but no, do they listen? No, because you all are sitting there too busy listening to these people on Oklahoma Sports Radio who have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And you're too busy listening to them. And it's ridiculous. That's why I don't listen to it. Because I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You have no idea what you're talking about. You didn't play. You didn't play on the highest level. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You're full of it. You're just full of it. You're a guy who played a little basketball, loves it, and, thinks, because you have a nice following, you think you know what the hell you're talking about, and you're totally way off. And it's just frustrating to me. And a lot of us, we don't listen to that mess. We just don't. Jay Will, 13 minutes. Once again, he has to play more, I believe, but he's not for whatever reason. He's not playing more, and I think that he should, but he's not. Let me see. What do you have? 2 points? I mean, it's just 2 points. That's just unacceptable. You can't score 2 points. You just can't. Gordon Hayward, why is he even playing? I'm telling you what, y'all like Dagnall all you want to. You're going to see what I'm saying. You guys are all going to, like I said before, I'm going to wait for all of you all people who are doubting what I'm saying to put your hands up. I'm going to put my hand up against my ear when I hear it, when I see you, and go, yes, let me hear it. You were right. Thank you. Because that's what's going to happen. You guys have to understand what's going on, and you guys refuse to. Dagnall is fantastic at 2 things: making players better and out-of-bounds plays. With Josh as his guy. Because you notice when they haven't scored any on out-of-bounds plays. Why? Because you need Josh to throw the ball in the game, to be your inlet passer. Well, that doesn't help you if Josh ain't on the court, number one, because he's not being aggressive, he's being passive, and they're killing you on the defensive side. Now, if Josh is scoring offensively and he's aggressive offensively, then that helps you tons on the offensive side of the basketball. On the defensive side. But when he's not, he's a liability. And that's what he is right now. He's a liability to what we're trying to accomplish. Plain and simple. We have to change that mentality when it comes to what Josh is or is not doing. Okay, that's just number one. So the question is that going to happen? I don't know if he's capable of doing that. I just don't know. I just don't know in this series because it's about matchups. Now, I disagree with our guy Drew Henthorn, what he's talking about when he's talking about, the Mavericks going to win. Dude, I've said the Thunder in 6 or Game 7's a toss-up. I don't trust Luke and Kyrie in a Game 7. I don't trust J-Dub and Chet in a Game 7 simply because those two have not been there. And on the other side of that, I know what those two are going to do, talking about Luka and Kyrie. And, our biggest issue is this. SJ has no help. He doesn't have a number 2. J-Dub is not a number 2. He's damn sure ain't a number 1. And the Thunder are still in rebuilding mode. That is what Dagnall is coaching. The Thunder to them, we won a series. That's great. We're in a semifinal. That's to them. They're happy. And somebody asked me, would I be okay with the Thunder getting to the semifinals of the Western Conference Final and consider it a successful season? Yes, I would. But it's the way that you lose, to me, determines whether it's a successful season. If you get beat 4-1 in a gentleman's sweep, hell no, it wasn't a successful season because of the way you finished. Now, if you lose in 7, yes. If you lose in 6, yes. because all along I didn't want to play the Mavericks. Drew Hinthorn and I talked about it. It's a horrible matchup for us. Now, can we win? Yes. But it was a horrible matchup for us. Drew and I talked about that ad nauseum about, before, when we saw what the bracket was coming out and what it was going to be, we did not want to play the Mavericks. We did not want to play Lakers, and we didn't want to play the Mavericks. We wanted to play the Pelicans. And it was 3-6. We wanted to play the Pelicans. We ended up being great and playing the Pelicans and beating the Kings. We didn't want to see the Kings either. Because it's about matchups. In any sport, it's about matchups. Whether it's baseball, basketball, football, it's irrelevant. It's about matchups. They're a terrible matchup for us. You look at Denver and Minnesota. Horrible matchups for Minnesota right now. What did Minnesota do the first two games? Punched them in the mouth, got physical. Denver was like, oh, man, what's going to happen? Game 3, what did Denver do? They came out, played more finesse game, got on top of Denver. Gobert was not an issue, and you put them out just like when we beat them. It's the exact same thing when we play them. We get out and we start knocking down shots. Gobert is irrelevant. They lose their big man edge right there. And that's what happened with Denver. Denver's gotten on top of them, gotten them out in these last couple games. They haven't had a chance. Thunder, on the other side of that, you have guys coming out, and once again, what has Dagnott not played? We've talked about this ad nauseum. Who is your best 5 against their second team? SGA, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, Kaysen, and Jay Will, and then Chet. You played them once. You went on a 10-3 run and won the game. Oh, and it's a game you did it one time in game 2. What are you doing? You went on a 10-3 run and then you take it away. I don't understand his philosophy. How the hell do you not know, as an NBA coach or as a coach period, who the hell your best 5 is against their second 5? But you got Gordon Hayward out there playing. He shouldn't even be playing. Remember Al Horford, who was a dominant figure, a prominent figure for the Boston Celtics, did not play for us at all. Barely got on the court. Why? Because they were going to get rid of him. Didn't fit with what we were doing. Why is Gordon Hayward playing at all? He shouldn't be out there at all right now. What you should be doing, and I'm because none of y'all are going to beat Dagnall up, but of course they don't even talk about him on TNT anymore. Why? Because they lost respect for him when they interviewed him. And you Oklahoma fans don't get it. And I don't just want to even talk to you about it. I just want to talk to people. I said, listen, they were griping about officiating. How are you mad about officiating? We were beating the hell out of them. And you're mad about officiating? That's what caused us to lose the game? No, what caused us to lose the game is we had nobody step up but SGA shooting. Nobody scored when we needed to. When J-Dub needed to make runs and needed to make plays in the fourth quarter, was he there? No. Second quarter, was he there? No. Now, he did get hit. He did hurt his ankle 100%. But was he there when we needed him? Hell no, he wasn't. Was Chet when we needed him to be a number 2 guy when SGA's down the floor? No. Neither one of those things happened. You worried about the damn officiating. Wasn't officiating. We're beating the hell out of them. Are you watching the game? I'm at the game and I can hear those Mavs fans screaming and yelling, foul, foul, foul. They're screaming. We're beating the hell out of them. So they're watching. And you're worried about a couple call. Come on now. It ain't about that. It's not about the officiating. It's about us not producing. It's about you going 10 for 30 again. That's what it's about. Not making shots. Guys not stepping up. That's what it is. And another reason why it is because last year you were too busy trying to get in the lottery instead of getting in the playoffs last year when you could have, and then getting all these guys experience last year and you come back, now you're not a first-year team again. But that being said, you still got to step up and play. And we've been through a lot of games. We know what we should be doing. But your coach has to put you in the correct position to win. He's not doing that. He's not playing the right groups. He's not playing the right time because he's a minutes manager, like my guy Nemore Jones calls him. He's too busy trying to manage minutes. Dude, you're down 2-1 now. The hell with all the minutes managing. SGA need to play 43, 44 minutes, 45 minutes. J-Dub needs to play 38, 40 minutes. They don't need to be playing the same amount of minutes, especially when J-Dub is not producing. You need to play Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, SGA, Kaysen, and Chet or Jay Will together more. You got to play them more. Got to. That's your best 5 against their subs. That's your best 5. You need to bring J-Dub out earlier. Put SGA in early. Don't wait till 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. The hell you talking about? What they're doing is they understand what he's doing. And what they do is when they put Luka in, he puts Dort in. When the other team puts in their best player, Coach Dagnall, let me explain it to you. You put in your best player. Oh, that's right. You already think your best player is already in there, J-Dub. That's right. My bad. Every other team we play, when SGA goes in the game, if their best player is not on the floor, as soon as SGA gets up, boom, here comes the best player on the opposing team. You look at Denver. SGA got up, boom, here comes Jokic. Here comes Murray. Our coach, our best player is already out there. Why? He's developing J-Dub. He's developing him. Dude, this ain't the fucking season. This is the playoffs. Excuse my language. Sorry, I had to go ahead and curse like that. This is the playoffs. This is not the regular season. We don't have tomorrow, the next day, and next week. You can't give away damn games. You can't. And I'm telling you, he's not the dude. He's not the dude. And I could told people all day long. Golden State Warriors won 50 games back-to-back with Mark Jackson as a coach. And they fired him. 50 wins back-to-back because why? He wasn't the guy to take him to the next level. Dagnall is being great at what he is. Building players up, developing talent. That's who he is. That's what he's done. That's why he was good in the G League. You're developing players. It's a G League, it's a developmental league. Now you get to the NBA, hey, there's not a developmental league. Now when you're losing and you're just building the team, great. Now we're built. Like the Athletics said at the beginning of the season. The question is not whether is Dagnall a good developmental coach. Can he coach an all-star? He cannot do that. He doesn't know how. He's a developer of. He has the mentality of a developer. Let me build you up. Let me make you better. Well, those days are over. We're there now. You need somebody who needs to put players in the right position, play the correct lineups to make things happen. And you people can get mad at me. You can say that I'm crazy. I am telling you the facts of how it is. Quit blaming the officials. Put the onus on the head coach. He's the guy that has to play the correct lineups. He's the guy that has to put everybody in the right position to make them successful. He is the guy that has to do that. He does not because he's not capable. It's like Buck Showalter in baseball. He's magnificent at building talent. He is terrible at trying to take them to the next level. Everybody forgets who was the coach prior to Joe Torre for the Yankees? Buck Showalter. What happened immediately when Joe Torre took over? They won championships. Mark Jackson, great at building talent. He got him set. What needed to happen? Give him a coach to take him to the next level. That's what they did. You're at the point where you're either ready to win or you're not. And if you're not ready to win, he needs to stay as your coach. 100%. He doesn't play the right line. And now that people are watching the Thunder more, now that we're on TV more, and the national people and people who understand basketball are watching the Thunder, all of a sudden, here comes the flaws. Blah, 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 blah. Hell yeah, we've known that all year. You guys didn't know that because you haven't watched us. Now, here's the issue. Next year, that's going to be the issue because now you're going to be on TV way more. And thank God we ain't had to listen to freaking the Bali's people anymore. Thank God I don't have to listen to them on a regular basis. Oh, my God, I cannot wait not to listen to them. It's painful. It's nice to hear somebody understand what a floater is, what a teardrop is. It's so nice when people understand what the hell they're talking about. It's so nice. It's so nice. Not have to listen to that stuff. It's just frustrating as hell to me. It really, really is. Now, enough of that. Remember the Thunder have a huge game tonight, which they have to win. If you go down 3-1, it's over. It really is over. Tonight, 6 p.m., you've got the Celtics and the Cavs. The Celtics are minus 8.5, not the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are plus 8.5. Over under 207. The Thunder, the Mavericks are minus 1 point favorites. 219.5 is the over under. The Mavs have taken a 2-1 lead like the Celtics have taken a 2-1 lead. You know what happened is it was 1-1. Celtics came in, punched them in the mouth, and just rolled. And that's what's happened the last couple of games. I mean, you got to like what the Celtics have done to them. The Mavericks, on the other hand, what they've got is they've got all their role players scoring. The Thunder do not have their role players scoring. That is what's happening, and that is something that you're going to have to fix. If possible. I don't know if it's possible or not if they're capable of doing that. But that's what's going to have to be done. And SGA is going to have somebody else step up, and that's what they're going to have to do. And I don't know if that's possible. I really don't. I don't know if the Thunder are capable. I mean, you're going to have your number two. That's Jada. Oh, you guys love him. He's over there barking and all that shit. Oh, that's fine. Barking's good, but don't do you no good when your ass ain't out there playing. You got to step up and you got to play the game. And that's not what's happened thus far. So those are the games today and what's happening. Huge game tonight, 8:30 on TNT. Once again, we have the late game driving me crazy with that. Yesterday, the Knicks and the Pacers series is tied 2-2. Boy, I tell you what, the Pacers have played game at home, and the Knicks are now beat up. I mean, Jade, I like Brunson, but he's little. And there's the physicality of the game, and every other night is starting to wear on him. It just is. It's just like they did with what's my guy's name? Chris Paul. They beat the crap out of him, and after a while, by the time you get to the second round of third series, you're tired. Your body is beat up because they're just physically abusing you, which is what the playoffs is all about. Old school basketball. I love it. Nuggets, man, I tell you what, they're now playing. They've got the Timberwolves playing basketball instead of being physical. Because if the T-Wolves is physical, Nuggets don't handle that. That's why we were 2-1, 3-1. Like I said, I don't count the last game. But that's why, because we're physical with them, and they're just not used to physicality. They like being where you move the ball and play basketball. That's what they like. And then now that's what the T-Wolves have done the last two games, is that they're playing basketball instead of being physical with them and beating them up. And since that has happened, that's what allowed them to do what they've done thus far in bringing this series to where it is right now, tied at 2-2 in this particular series. So that's what's happening in those two series. The Nuggets, now they get to go home for Game 5. And what do we tell you the most important games of basketball are? 3, 5, and 7. 3, 5, and 7. You got to win Game 3, and you got to win Game 5. So the Thunder now are at the point where they've got to win Game 4. Or you go down 3-1, it's over. So I'm joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor. What's up, brother?
Hey, man, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, doing good, man. Just kind of going over, giving people the bad news as usual on the Unpopular Hour. Keeping the name correct.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping the name correct, bro. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm just, making some money for the boss. Other than that, not a whole lot.
How'd you like the game Saturday? Or are you one of those people going to cry about the officiating too?
Nah, I ain't crying about the officiating, man. We just played like crap.
Yes, Jay don't have any help.
We didn't play bad, but we got to get. He's got pieces. They're just not playing good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody stepped up.
So we know they can do it.
And his lineups.
Yeah,
once again, dude. When Gordon Hayward came out there, I'm like, why is he playing in the third quarter? What did you forget? You didn't play him for his 2 minutes in the first half. I don't understand it, Nathan. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Well, it's just like we talked about all year long, man. We just kind of got, kind of went to it didn't go to the back burner, but we kind of just forgot about it a little bit because we've been playing so well and winning. But in all these games, it's the same thing. It's just they're making shots versus not making shots.
Who are you talking about? Talking about our team?
Yeah, I'm talking about our team. Okay. We have in the back of our mind that he's got these bad rotations, he plays around people, but it's been masked by the fact that we played so well. And
you mean masked to the people who aren't talking about that? You mean it ain't masked to me? I've been talking about it. I've been screaming about it for a month.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the people that don't talk about it. That's what I'm saying. And now you're seeing it. You're seeing it come to fruition that it's not good enough for the level that we want to be at.
Nope. And have you noticed that since he got that interview, the TNT don't really talk about him anymore? Have you noticed that? Charles, Chuck, they don't talk about him anymore.
Yep.
They were bragging about it, they don't talk about him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
After they interviewed him, they were like, yeah, y'all don't, That's when Shaq went, he was been for us the whole year, and he went against us immediately after talking to him. I was like, wow.
Yep.
Wow. And that's what I don't get. Go ahead, Nathan.
He knows who to play. He's not stupid. He knows who to play because we've seen him do it. It's just he doesn't, for some reason, doesn't do it when he needs to do it. Well,
Yeah.
not for some reason. We know the reason, but I mean,
It's just like I said, I railed against the Athletic, their article in the beginning of the year this past summer, and what they said is true. Athletic is actually those guys are very good reporters. They're very good reporters.
for sure.
I railed
Here's
against
the
it,
thing,
but yeah.
Here's the thing too that really kind of disappoints me a little bit. But I said, see, because to me, at the beginning of the year, we had expectations to be, 52, 55, 48, depending on where you were, whatever. So we exceeded those expectations.
100%.
And so that, to me, raises the bar, when you go into the playoffs.
Right.
And if you'd have told me, hey, at the beginning of the year, first round win, second round good series, but they get beat and they go out to the second round, I'd have been 100% happy with that.
Still am, still would be.
But now, no, and I still would be, but now, to the normal fan base, the bar has been raised that much higher, so they're going to be that much more disappointed and not understand what happened.
Right.
Unless they listen to what we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, my thing is, Nathan, is like
to me.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. You finish up to you what?
Pretty much done anyway.
No, go ahead. Finish up to you what?
I guess I was false hope. I get to the playoffs and we go 4-0 and against obviously the worst team in the playoffs.
Which who we wanted to play, by the way.
What somebody said.
Which is who we wanted to play. Remember 3-6? We wanted to play them 3-6.
Yeah. And I think we got a bad draw. I mean, we not a bad draw. We got a really good draw actually. But I didn't want to play. I didn't want to play the Mavericks. I wanted to play the Clippers.
Yeah, we said that too.
I mean, people were like, oh, I had my thought of, I'd really like to play the Clippers. I think we'd probably beat the Mavericks too. And boy, was I wrong, dude. I mean,
okay. First of all,
I hate to give praise to Drew Henson, but
okay. Well, let's pump the brakes. It's just 2-1. Okay. Remember though, the Nuggets were buried at 2-0. Remember?
True. That's true.
Okay, so let's pump the brakes just a little bit. This is my thing.
Well, hold on a second though.
Yeah.
Because Denver's got a good coach.
100%. He understands what
We
he's
don't
doing.
have that.
No, I agree. I agree. But what I'm saying is this. And I said it in, when I was doing, and before you came on. I was talking about this. I said, to me, it's really simple. Your coach, if your organization and coach aren't ready to win, and to them, like, oh, this has been a great year for us. We've exceeded, blah, blah, blah. We're in the conference semifinals. And that's enough for them to prove their point.
Right.
What I'm saying is, if you get beat like I said before, I was talking to this guy, when was it? I forget where I was at. I was talking to him. And we were sitting there talking about it. And I said, yes, it was on our show the other night. We were talking to our guy from LA. After the storm, we said, would you be happy with the semifinals?
What's his name?
I forget what his name is right now. Rashawn, maybe? Rashawn, maybe?
Yeah, Rashawn.
And he was asking, would I be okay with semifinals? Yes, I would be perfectly and consider that a successful season. Not if you get beat 4-1. If you win the first game and get swept, no, that's a horrible season. If you get beat 4-2 and the games are competitive and you're losing because it's the last second shot or they're making big plays, then yes. But here's the thing. Kyrie made a big shot on us because it's Kyrie. Okay? The defense was good. That left hand floater, that's what he does. Okay? Defense was really good, but he's just better. And on top of that, they have help. We don't. PJ Washington's been killing us. We don't have any PJ Washington.
Say, can somebody please guard that guy?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we're forcing him to shoot the ball. And he's had 2 games that whatever. Okay? And he's just been out of his mind.
Yeah.
And what have we had? Isaiah Joe not step up consistently. We've had J-Dub not step up, Chet not step up. Wiggins hadn't really played that well either. You know what I mean? SGA is now starting to end the games to me. Quit passing the damn basketball. Just go make plays and score. Quit trying to play. Quit trying to be a team player. Because Luka at game 2, he wasn't passing the ball. He's scoring.
He wasn't passing the ball.
He was like, "Look, forget all that. I don't care what." Huh?
SGA doesn't have a Kyrie on this team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a number 2. J-Dub during the season was a number 2. Chet, they were 2A, 2B all year. Agreed? J-Dub and Chet, 2A, 2B all year long. Now, game 1, Chet was 2A, J-Dub was 2B. In game 2, we had SGA. He went for 33, 9, and 9. Game 4, he went for 33, 10 and 8 or 10 and 6 or whatever, with 5 blocks. He had 5 blocks. 5.
Oh, man, I didn't know that.
He had 5 blocks. So, he's doing what he's got to do defensively, offensively. And I'm tired of them talking about Ant-Man being Jordan and all that. Great. He don't play the defense SGA plays. SGA's going to be first-team All-NBA defense. What the hell are you talking about? The guy can defend. You look at Luka and Kyrie. They don't score on him. I mean, they do, but he makes it really tough on him. But just like Kyrie and him go at it. Kyrie's played the best defense I've seen him play in 5 years.
Well, and the thing I think that hurts him is he's not Anthony Edwards as far as
physicality. Yes.
And he doesn't get credit. Yeah, and he doesn't get credit for what he actually does because he doesn't have that.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. I agree with that. But it's just frustrating to me. So now, Nathan, when we look at the bracket, which
there's some good series going on, man.
I don't want to look at the bracket, but I got to look at the bracket. I don't want to look at the bracket. And by the way, guys,
Denver.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, D? How you doing? Yeah. The Nuggets series is 2-2. We're 2-1, down 2-1. Celtics 2-1 over the Cavs, and of course the Pacers and the Knicks are 2-2. And the Knicks, they're just beat up. They're just, and I talked about that. They're physically getting the crap beat out of them. I mean, really have. What are y'all's thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, dude, he plays in too many minutes. You can't play that many minutes.
Well, Jalen Brunson's not big either. Reminds me of how Chris Paul got beat up during the playoffs. That's what it reminds me of. At some point, you're small. They're gonna, I don't care who you are. You cannot stand the physicality of the game in the playoffs. It's totally different. And then the Celtics, to me, Celtics series, Jason Tatum just looked like he was out there playing, out there practicing. He looked like he was in a practice drill.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look stressed at all, just whatever he wanted to do, whenever the hell he wanted to do it.
He should be, because first time he shut up all playoffs.
No, I agree, Drew, but I'm just saying he has that ability. You know what I'm saying? He just once he starts going, it's over. It's over.
We talked about the other day, they're not playing that good, but he's after the first game he played with them.
Well, that's what you said after game 2. After the second game, you said, when he starts playing, if he starts scoring, it's over. You said that, Drew. T-Wolves and Nuggets, I talked about how the T-Wolves physically beat the Nuggets up the first 2 games. And then these 2 games, now they're trying to play basketball. And yeah, but to me, the difference has been Gordon, not Jokic. Jokic is going to do what Jokic does. You got to have somebody else step up.
34, 17, and 9, something like that.
No, I'm talking about you have to have somebody else. Gordon is the one that did the work. He's the one that won the game. Jokic is going to do Jokic, but you have to have somebody else going with you.
Denver's going to win that series.
Yeah. Well, the Nuggets got to come back to where the whole thing is, like I said, the Nuggets did to the Timberwolves what we do to them. You have to make Rudy Gobert not be a factor and take him out the game. And when he's not on the floor, that's the difference. And then on top of that,
when the Nuggets are right, when they're playing right, they're the best team in basketball.
Yep.
When they jack around, they can be beat.
Well, the first,
they got to go in there, and those guys that hit shots and rebounding and getting up and down the floor, they're tough to beat.
And they have, what I'm saying is, in game 2, it was who? Jokic and who? Jamal Murray. This game, it was Jokic and Aaron Gordon. I mean, think about this. Michael Porter Jr. shot 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times. That's all he shot 4 times.
Yeah, you notice though when the Nuggets go four out, one in, those 4 out can switch positions. When they guard the other players, they don't matter who's on. They can switch every position.
Right.
Especially with the two KCP guys. Yeah.
Well, the problem is Cat disappeared. He wasn't. Did he even play? Did Cat play yesterday? Carl Anthony Towns? No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
So, yeah.
No, he didn't. He didn't play. No, he didn't play. He was on the court, but he didn't play. He didn't play. He didn't play. His body was out there, but he wasn't out there. He didn't play. He was nowhere to be found.
Hasn't been the story for his entire career. Though.
Yep. He doesn't show up in the playoffs, 100%. And then the Thunder and the Mavs guys, I mean, and I didn't say this earlier. They were sitting there screaming at people behind me. We're like, every time Josh got it, they were, shoot it, Josh, shoot it. I was turning around like, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Get the boy a break. Yeah, they're brutal on him, man. He just, it was bad. It was bad, man. And the lineups that he's not playing, he's played his best lineup one time, guys. And we went on a 10-3 run. And he hadn't played it since. I don't understand it. But I guess they don't want to have their best lineup out there against the B team without J-Dub. I guess that's the only thing I can say because it's frustrating. Let's go ahead and take our spot.
What's really going to drive you crazy, man?
What?
If for some reason they draft Cody Williams.
Really? That ain't happening.
I'm just saying, that's what drives you nuts, isn't it?
You think?
He's in that area, man.
Can I talk about my sponsors now, bro?
Cody Williams.
Can I talk about my sponsors now? I want to thank SRB for their support.
I guess so.
You have engineering, surveying, and planning. Hit our guys up over at SRB. They love to be behind the scenes. Collaborative Logic, you have needs for computers, software to make your awesome office run smoother, or website design. They are the people for that. Our guy, Ogro Trucking, Jose Fierro and Adrian.
What up, Jose?
If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, he is a great guy to call. He cannot wait till it stops raining. He goes, I like to go to work right now, so I bet you would. And, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Yes, they're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go to the main bank at 401 Elm in downtown Yukon.
66 cents from downtown historic.
Downtown historic.
Historical downtown. Historical downtown.
Historical.
Historical downtown.
Are y'all done with your English lessons now? Can we move on? Can we move on? Are y'all ready? Can I move on to Oh my God. Carolyn and the commander, I need help with these two, please. YMB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YMB Mustang, located 218 North Mustang Road. YMB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, 214 steps from the highway. Okay, 212. if you have to walk around a car, whatever. Or YMB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur, and of course Shelter Insurance. The Mark Pemberton Agency, located at 4609 Southeast 29th, Dale City, America, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1, closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. That's 1982. Now, Drew, your picks for today, bro. Taking the Mavericks again, huh? -1?
We talked the other day. I thought Oklahoma City was going to win in Dallas. It was Saturday, come off short rest, 2:30 start. And they didn't get it done. And Dallas, I didn't think played all that great Saturday. I think Oklahoma City could have won that game. They won in the second half. And I think now Dallas sleeps in their bed twice. I think Oklahoma City's in trouble tonight.
Yeah, they're looking to close them out. That's what they're gonna do. But if you don't play the right lineups, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
They had a goal chance to win that game Saturday, and they just didn't do it.
I know I was there. I was there up close watching it, bro. Saw it up close. So exactly what happened. Frustration level. I left with about 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I was done. I'm like, this guy is not. This coach is not the guy. He's just not. Celtics and Cavaliers.
He's getting exposed.
Well,
He's
Josh,
not going to be here next year.
if Josh can't, if like I said in the beginning, if he's not scoring, he's a liability. 100%. But you notice
Yeah.
that he doesn't. His business strengths as a coach are out of bounds plays and building talent. But only out of bounds plays when Josh is throwing the ball in. If he's not your inlet passer, we haven't ran. We haven't. When is the last time we scored an out of bounds play?
I think a lot, you can say a lot is, he's a good regular season player. When it comes down to playoffs, and you got to play a team night in, night out, or every other night, team has talent. One of the last 4 teams left in the West, he is going to get exposed.
Well, he had 30 last year, didn't he, Nathan?
Mm-hmm. It was in the playoff game.
Yeah, he had 30.
Yeah.
He had 30.
Who did?
Josh.
Against, New Orleans.
Josh did.
Yeah, playing game.
Agreed.
Yeah, out there.
All I know is that it's just anyway. It's first. I'm done talking about it. Celtics, Cavs over 207.
I like the over tonight. I think both those teams eventually find a way to both have a good game. That series has been so crazy. Every other night, the other team plays like crap. So I'd like to see just a decent game tonight where both teams play all right. I think the score will go over.
Yep. And then of course you got the Giants money line 153, 163. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Giants play a little evening baseball. I like them tonight. They're throwing their ace. Not a whole lot of rhyme or reason, but they're kind of an up and down team this year. I've been able to catch a few of their games late night baseball, so I like them today though. We'll go over tonight.
Yep. And then those Rangers minus 120.
Yeah, so the Rangers, let me get to it real quick here. The Rangers are playing the Guardians, and the Guardians have a pretty good record, but they're kind of a paper tiger. Every time they play a good team or somebody good on the road, they seem to lose the first 2 games and somehow salvage a split. So I'm going to take the Rangers tonight. Should be blowing out Dallas. So I'll take the Rangers tonight to improve on that 22-20 record.
Then of course your shocker. Do I already know? Your Braves.
Well, I'm so mad last night. They had the Atlas freaking Mets down to their last 2 outs, and they gave up a 2-run walk-off home run to some clown that was sitting in the dugout all night. Hurts their hip injury. I mean, just unbelievable. Those clowns, but I was not happy. But I look at the Braves bounce back tonight. They got the Cubbies in town, and Cubbies up and down season all year long. So I'll take Braves. I do believe they are throwing their ace. They're throwing Lopez tonight, and looks like Cubbies are throwing the Japanese guy I never heard of.
Yeah. Okay. Then you've got
Hey, Drew?
go ahead, Nathan.
Sorry. No, I was going to say, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to go ahead. I just had a quick
I'm going to take
question.
the Phillies against the Mets tonight. There's no way those clowns didn't go out and get drunk last night. They should have. So I'll take the Phillies tonight.
It's baseball, bro. What else do they have to do, man?
And on Sunday night baseball, too. National audience. I mean, just so bad. You can't just, minute is not closer. You can't just hang a curveball to some jackass who's sitting in the dugout all game.
Hey, Drew, let me ask you something. How would you pick this game? How would you pick this? So say tonight, Oklahoma City, they play a really tight game, kind of like all the 2 and 3 have been, and Oklahoma City wins by a bucket or something, and they come back to game 5. How are you going to pick that one?
Oh, I'll take Oklahoma City all
In
game.
game 5.
I'll take Oklahoma City in game 5 either way.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I agree with that.
I said Mavs to 6. So I think Mavs win tonight. I think Oklahoma City wins game 5, and I think they get closed out in game 6.
Yeah.
All right. Just curious.
I'm with you 100%. They got a chance. I think still Oklahoma City, if they win tonight, they'll win at home.
Oh, if they win tonight, I think they'll win the series.
That's what I said. If they win tonight, they can win the series. That's what I believe. But I think they can. But he's got to do several things. One, he's got to play the right lineups. and he's got to play his best 5 against their second team. And you can't be bringing SGA in with 6 minutes to go in the damn second quarter. The hell is that?
And you can use a magical Cadillac if
Oh.
they win tonight.
Oh, it's over.
Cadillac
Yeah, they
if
will.
win tonight,
Yeah, they
hopefully
will.
they'll beat their ass.
Yep. Then, of course, you taking the Phillies.
Yeah, we just talked about
Oh,
that.
yeah, I'm sorry, Orioles. I'm sorry, the Orioles.
They're still probably drunk from last night.
I'm sorry, I was talking about the Orioles. My bad, bro.
That's all right.
Okay. Then one thing we talked about this earlier. We talked about this NBA players to NFL or vice versa. Now, Drew, you had LeBron, Dort, Ant-Man as your
I think he makes a wide receiver somewhere.
yeah tight end, either one. I think he's big enough athletic. LeBron too back in there. We're talking about guys back in the day. Now here's my group.
They'll play outside linebacker.
Yep. Here's my. Well, I don't know about outside linebacker. I don't know if he's tough enough to do that. Here's my 5. I've got LeBron, Myles Garrett, Dort, Ant-Man, and Zion. Myles Garrett is the only football player that I think is capable of playing in the NFL. I don't think, or NBA.
DK Metcalf, man.
DK Metcalf don't play basketball, really. I mean, he does, but I just
Have
don't.
you seen him in the those All-Star things?
Yeah, I understand that, but you got to understand is what position he's going to be playing. Okay? That's why I said that Myles Garrett is going to be a power forward. He's big, he's physical, he can rebound, he can defend, he's quick enough, he can move his feet. You look at Myles Garrett, you look at DK Metcalf, who's he going to score on? He could possibly play, but you got a lot of guys who look like him. That's PJ Washington. That's, I don't know if he can shoot as good as, what's our guy's name we just talked about from Denver, went to Missouri, Michael Porter. That's who DK Metcalf would be, but I don't know if he has the outside jumper, but that's what he looks like physically. Long, tall, thin. I got Lou Dort, I got Ant-Man, and I have Zion. That's who I have. Well, I don't care where they played. I don't care where he played. That's irrelevant to me. Zion is what 6'5", 6'6", 230. Probably runs a 4.5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 250. Yeah, well, I'm saying 250, 260, whatever he is. He's quick enough to do what he needs to do. Then Ben Dillman has Myles Garrett. Ben has Myles Garrett, T. Higgins, Cooper DeJean, Jalen Ramsey, and Keon Coleman. No. And I've watched them play in their little highlight reels. The college and pros are not the same. This is what I tell all my kids. In high school, in college, you're one of 10. In college, you're one of 500 or one of 100. In the pros, you're one of 500. Everybody does what you do. Everybody does what you do. But in high school, you're one of 10, then you're one of 100, then you're one of 500. Everybody does what you do. So that's why I said basketball is the one sport that if you play basketball, you can play other sports. Oh, I left Micah off there. I'm sorry. Yeah, Micah. The thing I like about Micah is, yeah, but the days of big baby are over. He can't play in today's game. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying the days of him playing are over. Those days don't exist anymore. You got to be 6'9", 6'10" to do what Big Baby does. Yeah, you're not gonna be that size anymore. That's why I believe Myles Garrett is athletic enough. Micah Parsons, maybe, but when he ran mouth like, "Oh, all you gotta do is be able to dunk in basketball," shut up, man. I don't really listen to your football. I definitely don't listen to you in basketball. Shut up, man. The hell you talking about? But that's all it was, clickbait. I agree. But anyway, those are my guys that I think could play football or vice versa. Football player. That's old. We didn't talk about old school. Because you remember, no, we're talking about today. And then you remember though, Dave Winfield is the only player in history to get drafted in all 3 sports.
Yeah.
He got drafted in everything: football, basketball, and baseball.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got drafted in all 3 sports.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So forget all the nonsense. He got drafted in all 3 sports. Yeah, what?
I've got 2.
Oh.
I didn't send in the list because I didn't quite understand the question. So let me get 2 of mine in here.
Okay.
I got 1 football player, 1 basketball player.
Okay.
I got to say it real quick. You're probably going to cut me off. Football player Baker Mayfield.
Oh my God.
Basketball player
To
Russell
play what? To play what?
But
Well, Baker's going to play the slow white point guard, and Russell's going to play the speedy slot guy.
Now Russell could play football.
I think so too.
Russell could play football.
I just said that because I knew it would kind of annoy you a little bit. But.
Listen. My deal with Russell is about him personally, not him as a basketball player. Okay, it's never been about his athleticism. Do I think he belongs?
They said that Charlie Ward when he played baseball, he would have been drafted as a baseball player too.
Yep.
He quit playing, but he college.
Yep, he played baseball. He played basketball and football. And the reason why he took football, the reason why he took basketball, his career was going to be longer, and he got tired of getting hit. That's why.
Wow.
Heisman Trophy winner, another football award that goes to people who I'm like, whatever. And then Drew, I saw something too, talking about the best point guards. The idiot that's on Calvin Cowherd with him, the idiot dude, said Steve Nash is one of the best point guards of all time. Steph Curry is number 2 behind Magic Johnson. I was like, Steph Curry's not even a point guard. He's not a point guard. He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard. He's not a point guard. So
he does play point, but he is a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard. He's not a point guard. He's not a point guard. Number 2 all-time point guard is Isaiah Thomas, without question.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And Steve Nash, he goes, well, Steve Nash won 2 MVPs. That second MVP was not his. That second MVP was not his. That was Kobe's. That was all about Kobe and his trial about what happened with him in Colorado. That's the only reason that he won.
You put Steve Nash above John Stockton?
No.
I don't either.
No way.
What I was wondering. I was like, that you don't put him above John Stockton.
No, I do not put Steve Nash. I don't put Steve Nash. See,
I still went back and still can't figure out how he won two MVPs.
Well,
the
first one, you and Drew and I were talking about that we thought Shaq should have won that one.
Yeah.
But once again,
here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, though. Mike D'Antoni at that time was doing things with offense that most people weren't doing and not even thinking about.
Agreed.
And that's why you saw those staggering offensive numbers. That's why Steve probably won it.
But on top of that,
he was only having like 16, 17 points a game now.
The whole thing with me with Steve Nash
he was the commander of that offense.
The thing was they were winning. They were winning. Okay, they were winning. Like we said about SGA, had SGA not played, if he'd played the Celtics, Philly, and Pacers series, he'd have won the MVP, or they'd been closer. Okay, but them not seeing him all year long, them not seeing him those 3 nationally televised games against those three teams, killed him on the East Coast. Killed him. And then for Shannon Sharp to say that Shaq was envious of Jokic. What the heck, Shaq? I mean, that's like when Skip Bayless. That's like when Skip Bayless said.
Shannon Sharp, like, who are you?
Yeah. Well, but my deal is this, Shannon. That's just like when Skip Bayless said you were jealous of Tom Brady. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, my deal is this, Shaq is telling the truth. SGA, we went 17 wins from last year. He had 51 30-point games. He's first team all defensive NBA and all NBA. I'm sorry. Those are stats you got to look at. And remember, we beat Denver 2 out of 3 times. The 4th time don't count because Jokic didn't play.
I told you, Luka was in my MVP.
Well, Luka can't be the MVP because his team was 5th. You that far down the list, you can't be all it. But Nate, Drew, you can't be 5th like when Jokic won his first one. Dude, you can't be 5th in your conference and win an MVP. You can't be 5th. You can't be 5th. You can't be 5th. You can't be 5th and win the MVP. Sorry.
I think.
Yeah, you can't be that. You can't be that far down and win the MVP. You can't. If you're the MVP, that means you're taking your team, and your team is in one of the top 2-3 teams in the league. That's what the MVP is. Not your team is 5th or 6th, and you're putting up numbers. We can go by. We can.
They're about to be top 2 in the Western Conference.
But Drew, if we're talking about doing the season. Okay, forget all that other stuff. And he hadn't played that well at all this series.
I don't think he played. He had a good game too, but I didn't think he played very well.
No, he did. No, so I'm just saying I don't look Luca. If you want to call him one of the best players in the league, yes. Was he the MVP? No, no. Just like Jokic won. Like I said, the first MVP Jokic won should have been Giannis's third year in a row. The second year he won the MVP should have been Embiid. Last year he should have won the MVP. Should have been his only MVP. That's how I look at Jokic. Now, does he put up numbers? Yes, but the whole thing is, if you listen to the media, they're going to say what they got to say to one, stay on air, and they're going to give whatever they tell them they're going to, whatever, this is what your analogy is, this is what your analogy is. And that's
But
facts.
I didn't like Shaq's analogy against Luke right to his face. I mean, against Tom to his face.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I didn't like that either.
He didn't make people vote for him.
I agree with that. I agree with that, Drew. But to me,
I think they got it right. It was close.
no, Luke, but Luke wasn't even close. Luca had 75.
I didn't think SGA was going to win it.
No, he didn't. But I'm just saying he should have won it, but he missed out because he did those last games. That's 100%. That's what it was. That's all it was. But next year, we're going to be on TV more, so we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. We'll see how it works. Any closing thoughts for you guys about tonight?
Year next year, see who they pick up, who they lose, where they build around him. And like people say, it's hard to win the championship. It's hard to win MVP. I mean, it's hard.
Well, to me, it's hard to win. It's hard to win a championship than it is the MVP.
Yeah.
The MVP is a voting deal. A lot of these guys. I mean, I'm just like some of these guys. They voted for Jokic. I'm like, did you even see the Thunder play?
Probably not.
Did you see him play? Did you watch him? Like when, it's like when
Dagnall votes for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't watch us play. Now, all of those people who are watching us play now wish they hadn't voted for him. I can promise you that they have changed their mind 100% about now they get to watch the Thunder play. They watched the play. Now they're going, whoa. That I'm telling you, there's a lot of people. MVP, you watching SGA play versus Jokic play. Jokic has had one good game. He's had one good game this whole series. Game 3, he played better, but it was a blowout, so that don't count. But he's had game 4, he was a beast last night.
Yeah.
He was a beast last night. He's had one game. SGA in game 2, he was 33, 9, and 9. He almost had a triple-double. 33, 9, and 9. But once again, what's he doing? Passing the ball. Quit passing the damn ball. Take the ball. Forget what the hell Dagnall says. Take the ball, score. Because the other guys ain't ready. They're not ready. Just take the ball and score. They're not ready to play. They're just not there yet. Now, J-Dub or Chet, one of them will have to be his 2A. One of them's got to be 2A.
Yep.
One of them. He's got zero help out there, and guys are blaming the referees. I was so pissed. I'm like, what the hell are you blaming the referees for? Drew, if I'm at the game, we're beating the hell out of those guys. We're physically beating them up. Physically beating them up.
Well, it just shows you. I mean, it can just show you we're not ready because in the regular season we were the number one by percentage 3-point shooting team in the league, and now we're shooting like crap.
Well, because we come out shooting three. Because remember, game one, we were knocking down threes. So game 2, what do? Come out right off the bat, shot what? We were 0 for 4 from 3. We shot 4 straight threes. And what Dallas is doing,
one for 7 in the first quarter.
What Dallas is doing, they're packing the lane and saying, we're not going to let you drive to the basket. Mm-hmm. They're forcing us to shoot threes, not believing that these guys can make it. And then what he's not doing. The what?
Chet was MIA.
Yes, Chet's been MIA games 2 and 3.
Can't shoot.
Well, that's what.
Flat.
You know what, Drew? Though he's getting beat up and he's blocking shots on the defensive end.
I was saying this Saturday. You know what they look like? They look like they're playing the way the Lakers played them early in the year. Just bully ball, pushing people around.
Yep.
I mean, just bury the ball inside. Mm-hmm. Oh, a bunch of lobs. I mean, that's the way the Lakers play.
Yep. But the whole thing is, Drew. The whole thing is that to me, Chet is burning all of his energy on the defensive end, blocking shots.
Yeah.
Because they're just getting to the basket at will. We're not doing any perimeter defense at all. They're just going to the basket at will. So he's trying to do what he's got to do, which he's averaging, 4.5 blocks a game or something stupid. He's doing what he's got to do defensively,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have the body strength to handle that offensively as well. His legs are gone. And what do we know? The first thing to go is your jump shot when your legs are gone. It's the first thing to go.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot shoot jump shots. He's just got to get in the post, turn around, and jump over people. Like, why the hell you shooting a fadeaway over Kyrie? You got him about 6 inches, 7 inches. You shooting a fadeaway? Jump over and do a jump hook right over top of him. He can't block it. I just don't get it. So, anyway, anything else you guys got? I got to take my rental car back.
I got one thing, guys. It's probably in the back burner. Go ahead, Drew. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead.
I was gonna say I got one thing. It's probably in the back burner. Thunder fans' mind right now, but the lottery was yesterday, and I didn't catch the presentation of it. But I looked at my phone and it said Rockets to round out the top 4, and I was about to throw my phone, but then I realized, oh yeah, they had another pick from Brooklyn. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, and then one other thing, pick 12, Presti is pretty good at pick 12 historically. Nick Collison, Steven Adams, Jalen Williams, and last year pick 12 traded up to get Casey Wallace. So that's good. Good aura.
Nick Collison.
Pick 12 there. So, anyway.
Yeah,
Nick Collison.
Collison was a good player. He wasn't a star, but he was a good player.
Nick Collison's jersey shouldn't be in the
He
damn.
was a good role player.
If that's your prerequisite for putting a jersey up in the damn stands.
That's a good. Collison was a good role player.
Look, you look at hey
star,
Nathan,
he was a good role player.
Nathan, stop it right there. There's no role players jersey retired in the history of the NFL than any other team but the Thunder.
I didn't say
Nathan, we said deserved to be in the rafters. That's what we just said.
I know, but I didn't
So,
say that. I was talking.
yeah, hey, no, it's not. But Drew, and Nate, but see, this is Nathan's definition of putting your jersey. If you're a very good role player, you deserve to have your jersey in the rafters. That's what he's saying.
I didn't
That's what you're saying.
I got a little tidbit for you here. Since Nathan brought up draft night. Let's just remember that Oklahoma City drafted Lively and switched him out for Isaiah Joe.
Yes, they did.
Do it again. Because Casey Wallace is
Yeah, but we got Casey in that. We got Casey in that. We got Casey in that. They got Lively. I'm taking Casey over Lively.
every day of the week.
I'm taking Casey over Lively, bro. 100%. All I'm saying is I'm taking Casey Wallace over Lively. All day, every day. No, Drew, I'm taking Casey over him every day. A guy who can only,
every day.
All he can do is rebound and block shots occasionally. No, what I'm saying is we need to do 3 things. Listen, we need to do 3 things. We need to do 3 things. And we need to do 3 things, Drew. We needed outside shooting, perimeter defense, and inside presence. We handled the outside shooting and the perimeter defense. Now, next year, this coming year, your job is to handle the inside presence. Those are 3 things that Thunder were missing. And they took care of 2 of the 3. So, I'm okay with that. 15, probably 20, 22.
He needs to be playing 20-25.
How many points is the average?
4, 6.
Not a lot because he doesn't shoot enough.
Drew, there's no matrix you're gonna give me that you're gonna take Derek Lively over. You're over him. No way. Lively gets pushed around. He's skinny. Lively's thin.
He doesn't even know what he's doing.
He's thin. He gets pushed around. He just dunks on. He gets all of his shots off dunks, off alley-oop dunks. Kind of like what's your boy's name that plays for Denver now? That's the backup center. Got off of Chris Paul. Well, I'm just saying I'm not taking him over Casey Wallace under any day, anytime. No way. No way. No way. Not doing that.
I will tell you this, Drew. If Casey Wallace had the minutes and the shots of Lou Dort, he would far exceed Lou Dort's offensive production.
The deal with Lou Dort is he's more Lou Dort. No, but they won't.
Lou Dort's an enforcer sir. He's a defensive.
Yep, and he cost us trying to take the ball to the basket, trying to make moves to the basket several times because Dagnall.
I thought about you when he turned the ball over 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Trying to bring that.
What are you doing? But once again, Dagnall is a coach that tries to build talent and make you better. We're at the point now where we don't need that. We're already there. Now we need somebody who can put everybody in the correct positions and make them play what they need to play to win. That's where you're at right now, which is why the like I tell you, think about this for a minute. And I said this earlier. Golden State Warriors, Mark Jackson went 50-50 back-to-back. They got rid of him.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't ready to take them where they needed to go to win. You bring in Steve Kerr, he does what he needs to do, puts everybody in the correct spots, and what do? Boom, they're gone. Same thing with the Thunder. If you want to win, he's got to go. I'm just saying, that's the deal.
Mondo Bacon will be available at 12.
All right. Hey, it was nice talking to you guys. Hey, tell everybody had a fantastic day. I'm done. I got to get off the phone on that, get off the air on that one. I'm done with that all day. Like to thank my guy Nathan Taylor of YMB. Appreciate him out there. I'm done. Drew Hinthorn of Husker Drew Picks. Appreciate you. I'm out 100%. The rest of y'all on that comment.